Said I gotta do better, I gotta do better. Pick up the pieces and master the puzzle upon us. Look the man in the mirror in the eye and be honest. Slow down time, get back in line with my chakras.
Live from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, Tuesday baseball on the show. It's the Chicago White Sox taking on the New York Yankees. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. So 2 down, and here is David Ace.
And all anyone can think about right now is his chase for that hitting streak record.
Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. He flexes his power with that swing. His latest homer in an incredible season. And they add on. It's 3-1. So add another game to his hitting streak. Chris, this is remarkable.
Just so exciting. Game after game, he's given us a real thrill, and that swing was obviously no exception. He got his front foot down. He was strong on his backside, and when his bat went through the zone, there's no question that ball was going to travel out of the ballpark. But that's, if you were putting a tape together, positive to watch, that's it right there. Just a perfect swing.
Swung on, belted. That one's deep. Out of here. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they add a pair. It's 5-2.
Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
Two outs, 2 in scoring position. Ace with a couple of homers in his last game. Ripped on a line to center. Robert pulls that one down, and that is the 3rd out of the inning. So they strand a pair. 7th inning coming up. It's the Yankees 5 and the White Sox 2. Back in the Bronx, all set for the start of the inning. And here is Sosa to the plate. The White Sox in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at-bat out of him right here.
Slow roller to first. Steps on first for the out.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
Ace really stood out in this win. Cracked a pair of homers.
Really impressive work at the dish, Boog. He gave his teammates a lot of opportunities in this one, and that's really all you can ask him to do.
David David Ace. Fresh off an impressive 2-homer performance, he'll look to keep that momentum going today. It's the Chicago White Sox going up against the New York Yankees. And we'll be back for the first pitch right after this. One down. David Ace will hit next. Well, in their win last game, this guy came up with 2 home runs, obviously trying to keep the roll going here in this one. There's a swing and a drive. That's going back. Back some more. Drops in for a hit. Couldn't run it down. Round second, digging for third. Stuck in a rundown, trying for home now. And now he's out, trying to get back to third. Bottom of the inning. And now the DH, David Ace. Eater back to work. That's hard hit on the line. Makes a nice grab at a full sprint. And there's one down.
Clearly ready to hit right there. First pitch of the inning hits a bullet, and it just is one of those bad luck ABs.
2 out, space is empty. Ace went off for 2 homers in his last game. Ripped right center field. That's back. That's not coming back. He's up to 3 home runs in the series. And they add a run. It's 5-zip. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
Now up as the Yankees DH, David Ace. He's already homered here in this one. And foul ball.
These Yankees showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. The numbers say they've only chased at pitches outside the zone a little more than 10% of the time, which is excellent.
And this one looks like trouble. Volpe flying around third and headed home. He'll score easily.
Nice double right there. Loud contact coming off the bat. Didn't get enough air under to drive it out of here, but you'll take that swing and that result every time.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Trent Grisham stepping in now for the Yankees. 3 strikeouts already. He's 0 for 3. Fastball gets the inside corner at the knees.
So those numbers I just mentioned tell me they've been really smart at the plate. They're feasting on the healthy stuff and avoiding the junk. Kind of sounds like your diet, Boo.
Man at second. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
And there's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to pile up. His confidence level has got to be dropping. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment, Booth, get back on track. His team needs him.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Just missed.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Fights it off. He'll see another. 1 out, the runner at second here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Next offering upstairs.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Yandy Diaz now. The MO for him is contact. A guy who's going to deliver average, not a ton of power. He's looking to hit a line drive somewhere.
Well, that's why it's a team. And when you look at a lineup, he's a great 2-hole hitter or a guy that you could put at the bottom to help turn that lineup over to have some momentum for your top hitters coming up to the plate.
Here comes the 0-1. Lifted in the air down the left side, and that'll fall for a base hit. And they hold him at third. 90 feet away with 2 out. Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Number 64 done for the night, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching for
new pitcher for the White Sox, Cam Boozer.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
Big time jam right there. I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field, you can't help but chuckle a little bit.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. 1 run in the inning, but they lead 2. Through 8 full, Yankees 6 and the White Sox 1. Was outstanding in this ball game, helping them get the win. Had 3 hits, 1 of them a homer.
Well, Boog, can't say enough about what he did for him in this one. He's a big reason they got the W, and it's easy to see why he's a key contributor.
David Ace just about ready to go. His team boasting the best record in the league coming into this one. It's the Chicago White Sox taking on the New York Yankees. First pitch coming your way next. About to get started here. And today's starter, David Ace. And Singy, he's one of the bright young stars in the game this year.
He's a Rookie of the Year candidate in the American League, and it's a pretty tough field this season. But what I've been impressed by is his ability to pitch deep into ball games. They're looking for him to do that today, and I think he's got exactly what it takes.
And now, Josh Rojas. This has been a career year for him when it comes to driving in runs. This to third, Cabrera. Whips it to first. And the first out of the game is an easy one.
Batting second, the right fielder, number 50.
Austin Slater stands in.
Slater.
And first offering is fouled off.
Yeah, and he's been wearing out home plate lately, scoring a ton of runs for his team.
Swing and a miss. 0-2 now.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. 1 out, bases empty. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. And that skips into there. Got him looking. That was pretty nasty. Andrew Vaughn now. 1 run batted in yesterday. Their only run of the game. And a foul ball. Two outs. Right side. Jazz tosses to first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing for the White Sox. And now the Bombers will get their shot. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back in New York, digging in, Luis Robert Jr.
Luis Robert.
Ace back to work. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Chisholm puts it away for the out. And there's one down.
That is fifth. The left fielder.
Andrew Benintendi up to the plate.
Benintendi.
Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Benintendi, the former first-round pick, Golden Spikes Award winner. And a swing and a miss.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
Two down, nobody on. Yeah, that's fouled off. Back to the mound. He's got it. And he's safe at first. Some strange defense there. Kyle Teal steps to the plate for the White Sox. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Cabrera makes the catch, and that is that. So one left for the White Sox. They trail here 1-0. And stepping in for the Yankees, David Ace. There's a sense of anticipation in the ballpark as everyone waits to see if he can inch closer to the consecutive game hitting streak. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And it one-hops the wall. Headed for the plate. He'll score. And the streak lives on. He keeps getting closer and closer to the record. There isn't a pitcher in the league who can solve him right now.
It's absolutely amazing, Boog. It seems there's no end in sight, and this is transcending baseball. We're talking almost 2 straight months with a hit every game. To get this close to the record, I want to see this thing happen, and it brings the kind of excitement to the sport that very few records do.
Spencer Jones stands in now and watches strike one. Check swing, called strike. Ace at second with nobody out. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Junior.
Back to the top of the lineup. Now, Jazz Chisholm Jr. grounded out his first time. Missed with a changeup, and that is ball one. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup. One out and a runner at second here in the third and final game of the series. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Usually when you see several pitches, you're going to get at least one that you might be able to do something with, but they didn't exactly challenge him in any way right there, and really they just used his aggressiveness against him. I don't think he even got a pitch in the zone.
No, that's a good point, Siggy. He goes down on strikes, but not a single pitch was actually in the strike zone. Diaz stands in here, takes ball one low.
Ball, that's inside.
Check swing called strike, and that is strike one.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat, drive in that run. You may not have another runner in scoring position the rest of this ball game.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. 1 run, a pair of hits, no errors, and 1 left on. We played 2 full. It's the Yankees 2 and the White Sox nothing. New inning getting started. And the batter now, Colson Montgomery.
Montgomery.
And that is out of play. Montgomery, 23 years old, and he's been on a good run at the plate, hitting over 300 in his last 10 games. Cut on and miss, struck him out, and he's registered 3 Ks in this one. And here is Sosa to the plate. Hitless in the series so far. He's 0 for 7. And first offering is fouled off. And a big swing and a miss.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
Just overmatched on that fastball right there, and it wasn't like he was set up for it by something off speed earlier in the at-bat. Just came right after him with 3 straight, and he had no answer for it.
Rojas, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1.
Hey, 7 straight strikes to start the frame. He's got a chance at an immaculate inning.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
All right, there's number 8, 1 away.
Got him! And how about that? It's an immaculate inning.
Well, he's saying who needs the defense? An immaculate inning, 3 strikeouts, 9 pitches. We just witnessed something really special.
Start of the 4th, leading off, Austin Slater.
Number 15, Austin Slater.
This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. Diaz makes the grab, one down.
The first baseman, number 25,
Andrew Vaughn now at the plate. Grounded out his first time. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one. The number 3 overall pick out of Cal for the White Sox in 2019. Next offering in there for a strike. No balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout.
Oh, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
The center fielder, Luis.
2 outs, base is empty. Next to hit, Luis Robert Jr. 0 for 1 so far. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Corrals it, and that is that. 3 up, 3 down for him there. And midway in the 4th, it's the Yankees 2 and the White Sox nothing.
Now batting, the designated hitter, David H.
Swings here and drives one well left field, way back, and you can forget it. That's his 4th home run of the series, and they add to their lead. It's 3-0. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat.
That was quite the home run, Siggy, as we take it in again with StatCast, 114 miles an hour off the bat.
Yeah, and plenty of distance, too. I mean, with that kind of exit velo, if you can get it up in the air with good backspin, it's going to be a tape measure shot.
And we're back. Ready now for the 5th inning. Now the left fielder, Andrew Benintendi. Ace back to work. And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these White Sox just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. Just one base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They've got players in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
Breaking ball in there, got him looking, and he's up to 7 strikeouts.
Well, that'll make you smile out there on the mound, or maybe pump out your chest a little bit farther. That's about as good of a backdoor curveball as you'll ever see. Right on the black, and not surprisingly, just locked him up in the box.
Mayton batting for the 2nd time, and that's strike 1. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. That's his 8th strikeout of the game.
Now batting.
Now at the plate, Kyle Teal. He's 0 for 1. Breaking ball misses down and away. Yankees up by 3. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Next offering is down low.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. Welcome back to the ballpark as we check out the current playoff picture.
Trust me when I tell you no exceptions to the rule. Bringing blessings when I move. Special, I'm an essence, I'm a proof.
And that's in there at the knees.
2 of the game's best rookies matching up right here, and you watch these 2 all season long, but to see them go head-to-head, so fun. Hopefully we'll be watching this for many years to come.
The pitch. Foul ball, still 0-2. Struck him out looking with the off-speed stuff.
Now at 10 Ks with still a few innings left, so expect him to add on to that total. And, you know, pitchers are looking to have a strikeout per inning. I mean, that's excellent work. The way it looks now, I mean, he's going to have a better rate than that in this one. So really good stuff working on the mound in this one.
Sosa now at the plate as he swings through strike one. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
See ya! Strikes him out for the second time today.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
And a foul ball.
No base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard, because that just compounds things, makes the slump even longer. Never seemed to help. Never helped me.
The White Sox hitless so far in the game. And he hits a ground ball right side over to Diaz. And the White Sox go quietly. So he's through 6 no-hit innings now. Yankees 3 and the White Sox nothing.
We ain't talking money. We ain't talking. It's the game. And yeah, I'm bossing. If we ain't talking money, we ain't talking. I gotta eat.
So up next, David Ace. He went deep back in the 4th. A pretty important swing of the bat in this ballgame.
Yeah, Boogie, he didn't waste any time. He jumped all over that pitch and saw it the entire way. You talk about squaring it up. He didn't miss a stitch on the baseball.
Line drive. Robert hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it, but in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat. You know, he's been so great today. Really just throwing whatever the catcher puts down. I mean, hasn't shaken off the catcher very much at all today.
In the air, left field, down the line. And no one could get to it. It's a foul ball. Close, but called a ball. And the count even 1-1. There's a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out. No messing around with the pitch calling in that sequence right there. 4 pitches, all fastballs.
Yeah, and that makes me think that was the plan before the at-bat even started. If you think you can simply just beat a guy with only your fastball, why throw him anything else until he shows you he can handle it?
Andrew Vaughn steps to the plate for the White Sox. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
0-1.
The Yanks leading by 3 here in the top half of inning number 7. Swing and a miss and a slider.
Well, this can be kind of frustrating for the hitting coach. Right now, this lineup seems to be swinging at everything.
And down on strikes. 13 strikeouts now. He's putting together an impressive outing. Chris, 3rd time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today. Economical with the pitch count.
So here's Robert now. Still no hits on the board. 1 out away from taking the no-no into the 8th. And first offering is fouled off. 2 outs, base is empty.
Well, they've kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come, but you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against him.
Popped up. Volpe brings it in for the third out. 7 no-hit innings in the books. Yankees 3 and the White Sox nothing. David Ace getting ready to hit. He's already homered in this game. There's the strike.
You know, these Yankees doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. The numbers say their chase rate or swings.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. And it hits the fence. The run comes in from second, and it's an 8-run lead. It's a double. Third hit of the night for him. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
So, man aboard, and next for New York, Spencer Jones. Check swing called strike, and it's 0-1.
By not chasing out of the zone, they're getting good pitches to hit. When you can do that, you have a much better chance to square up the baseball and do damage like they have so far.
Inside.
Action in the pen down there. Cam Boozer, the left-hander, up and throwing. Ace leads off second with nobody out. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Man, it's so difficult as a hitter to get on plane with that pitch. It's breaking down and in, and you've got to find a way to match the plane. And if it's nasty like that one, bite at the end. Most times you're swinging over the top and walking back to the dugout.
Chisholm in the box now. No balls and a strike.
0-1's the count.
High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Still only 1 out here in the inning. Ripped to short. In time to Vaughn. 2 away.
The first baseman, number 17, Yankees.
And up next for New York, Yandy Diaz. And first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Not sure if he was expecting for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
On the ground to the left, and that's just foul. Up and in, and the count 1-2. Runner at second, 2 down. Here at the bottom of the 7th. That one misses, and it's 2-2. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. But 9 batters hit in the inning, 5 come around to score. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Yankees 8 and the White Sox nothing. Back here at a blowout, which gives us a chance to talk about just about anything.
Bro, don't get me fired.
All right, Singy, you've tightened up the hairdo, but back when you played, how valuable was it to have a barber in the clubhouse?
Well, Boog, I'm going to say invaluable. That's how valuable that it was because I was the barber. Yes, I was the team barber, man. I'd be cutting hair 7:05 game. I'd be finishing cutting someone's hair at 6:45.
Whoa.
And I'd ask these guys, you're making millions of dollars. Why can't you go to a stylist and get your hair done? You're coming to the clubhouse pressuring me to cut your hair before a game.
Would they pay you?
No, absolutely not. Not even a meal on the road. So I think it's great now that most of these teams have professional barbers that come in and make them look fresh before the games.
A big performance on the mound. Lots of strikeouts. That was number 14.
Yeah, clearly trusting his stuff in this one, Boog. Feeling really good about what he's working with, and that really allows a guy to attack hitters. You know, such an important mindset to have out there on the mound, especially when you're ahead in the count with 2 strikes.
Way out front for strike 2. Scale of 1 to 10. How good a barber were you?
For a non-professional, I'd say I was probably a 7. But if I was comparing to professionals, I'd be like a 3. Well, that at-bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at-bat.
Teal stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Swings through that.
But I didn't forget the time that I cut Jose Canseco's hair. He had a pretty big melon, Big. And
Big dome?
It took a while.
Yeah.
There's a little pressure there, too, because he had a big date that night, and he wanted me to make sure that everything looked good.
Wow.
Yeah. He's a big guy, too. I didn't want him to hurt me.
Yeah, he's large. Swing and a miss. And he strikes out the side for the 3rd time today. 8 down, 1 to go. Still a 0 in the hits column. It's the Yankees 8 and the White Sox nothing. Here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, we go to the 9th. And now here is Colson Montgomery. Everyone's attention on the no-hit bid now. 3 tough outs to get.
It's just been an impressive outing so far. Continues to pound the zone pitch after pitch. And he's been able to stay down. That's what's been key.
Swing and a miss as he was out front. 3 outs from a no-hitter.
Can only imagine the nerves that some of the defensive players have right now. You've got to have the mindset, I want the ball hit to me, but in front of that, you hope that he strikes the hitter out.
Swing and a ground ball, and it gets by him. The throw won't get there in time, and they don't get the out.
Oh, man, Boog, he got through 8 full innings, took the no-no into the 9th, and I really thought he was going to do it. But, you know, those last 3 outs can be so tough to get. But outside of that, he's been incredible to watch.
Fastball for a strike. Runner at first with no outs here. And takes low for ball 1.
I don't know how you take that one after the called strike on the corner, just a little bit off the edge.
Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. White Sox down to their final out.
Oh, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs 1 more out.
And the White Sox down to their final strike.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their time.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. And that'll do it. Ace with his 15th win of the season in this one.
Yeah, really showing why his teammates hold him in such high regard, dude. He's a competitor out there on the mound, and it's rare to see him have an absolute clunker of an outing.